The Bitcoin price should continue to rise. At least that's what top Bloomberg analyst Mike McGLONE is saying. We're going to talk about what he feels, what he feels when it comes to Bitcoin right now, where he thinks it could be going. Now, it's you know important to say here, guys, that every analyst has some different opinions. That's why I try to bring on different perspectives here when we go over different articles. So this is Mike McGLONE from Bloomberg, where he thinks Bitcoin is going, and I think most of these analysts would probably say that long term Bitcoin looks fantastic. And let's dive in here and you be the judge of what's going on here with McGLONE's thoughts about Bitcoin here. And he says Bitcoin price should continue to rise. Okay. Now, specifically, he says in a recent tweet, who again is the chief commodity strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence, claims that Bitcoin price should continue to rise over time without providing a specific time frame. This time, he made a mistake back in 2021 because back in September he was saying that the largest crypto was on track for $100,000. Now we know it stopped short of that at 69,000. A lot of that had to do with monetary policy, with tightening, with the Feds increasing interest rates. We had a war going on, a lot of black swan type of events, highest inflation in 40 years, right? A lot of things going on. So it's not all his fault in this regard. A lot of people thought Bitcoin would get to $100,000 last year. They didn't think this cycle would end just yet. However, the analyst doesn't rule out that a black swan event could, in this case, still in 2022, throw a wrench in the works for bulls. Of course, anytime there's a black swan event, look out, right? We saw what happened with the war going on with Russia and Ukraine. We saw what happened, when we had a worldwide pandemic. The markets fall, and it's across the board. We saw what's happening. We see what's happening right now with inflation, the highest in 40 years. So any type of black swan event, of course, wrecks the markets. In such a case, he says demand and adoption trends would be reserved, but such a scenario right now is unlikely, according to the analysts. We've just dealt with so many things. I mean, if we could just get some quiet months here and get past elections, I do think we could see a nice surge. And so does Mike McGLONE here. He says he continues to stand by his bullish prediction. As reported by you today, McGLONE said that Bitcoin reaching 5-digit territory was only a matter of time in early September. Okay. The largest cryptocurrency has been range bound for months. It's been trading in this really tight window, right? From 18,000 to about 20,000. There are a lot of people looking at Bitcoin right now in terms of what's going on exchanges. I covered this on my channel yesterday. If you're new to the channel, by the way, and you're big in Bitcoin, I'm covering it quite a bit right here. So make sure you subscribe. But what I covered yesterday with Bitcoin was the fact that a lot of money is moving off of exchanges. Usually that is a bullish indicator. People are storing their Bitcoin because they feel the bottom is in, right? They like where they are. They put it on exchanges to trade it, right? So the fact that a lot of people are pulling it off of exchanges right now is a good sign. Maybe thinking that Bitcoin could rally a little bit. Don't forget, we did have a little bit of a bear market rally a couple months ago where Bitcoin almost got to 25,000. That is something that could happen. Don't rule that out. Bitcoin to 25, and I've even seen 27,500. Now, again, that would be a nice rally from here. It would still be within a bear market, but we do see market rallies in a bear market. It's called a bear market rally. So we are kind of in store for one of those. And maybe that's an indicator with a lot of people moving their money off exchanges, their Bitcoin, that is. Maybe that could be something in the cards. But Mike McGLONE from Bloomberg continues his strong stance on Bitcoin. And here's the thing. When we zoom out and we look at some of the predictions from last year and even before that in 2020 and 2019, when you really zoom out and look at it holistically, some of the smartest people in the world still today, right? Investors, business people, Mark Cuban, Cathie Wood, you name it, Mr. Wonderful. We're talking about billionaire investors, super, super smart business people, Raoul Pal. They all still are extremely bullish, Michael Saylor, on Bitcoin for the long term, right? Many of the people I just mentioned have price predictions for Bitcoin to 500,000 to $1 million. No, like that's not a typo. I'm not speaking out of turn here. I'm just telling you what they said. So many smart people in business and investing still have a great outlook on Bitcoin for the long term. A lot of it has to do with that finite supply. Yes, we're in a bear market now, but it won't last forever. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And make sure you guys subscribe down below. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you in the next video.